Welcome to Copper Thoughts Media. Here we are with another break for Copper Thoughts Cards. And today we're going through, well, as you know, the NFL season has started. So we're going to rip the 1991 Fleer Ultra Football. This is look for randomly packed Ultra Performance cards inside. Now, that means we're looking for, what are they called? Pro Vision cards. Looks like this was 27.25 at some point. And looks like there are 36 packs. We'll assume 12 cards per pack. But let's get this open and see what is inside. I hope everyone's having a good week. I do want to say this. I'll say it begrudgingly. Go Bills. I know the Bills just played the Dolphins last night. And Tua got injured again, which is tough to watch and tough to see. So we hope he gets better and makes a good, healthy decision. We'll also do a couple of these real quick. So here's the pack. Fleer 91. Looks like there's, interesting, 14 cards per pack. And no odds or anything in here. So let's just, we'll do some more stats first, but just wanted to open it on camera. We're going to do some shorts as we do. So who are we looking for inside? Well, we want all Pro Visions. And as you can see, this is how they look. Gray on the top and bottom. They're not that glossy, but they do have a nice finish. So here's Ron Starks, Rich Camarillo. Hopefully you can see. Here we go. There we go. Brian Jordan, dual sport, baseball and football. Mo Gardner, never heard of him. Of course, we save Bills. Here's Jamie Mueller. Haven't heard that name in a while. Drew Hill, Vance Mueller, Anthony Munoz, Ricky Nathaniel, Albert Lewis, Lewis Lips, Anthony Miller, Thomas Kane, and Mark Carrier. So not bad for a first pack. Let's just look at this Munoz real quick. They are kind of dull looking. It's kind of a boring card. They do have pictures on the front and back though, which I do like. But as you know, we are all about 90s insert cards. So let's put some of these away, do some shorts, and we'll be right back to rip a couple stacks. Okay, we're back, and we just did rip some about 7 to 8 packs up on the shorts. So be sure to click the link. You can check out the shorts. Here's some of the cards of note. Here's a Cunningham, Mike Crowell. Now it looks like mentioned that there's different inserts in here. Randomly packed Ultra Performance cards. So I guess this is a 91 Ultra Performance card for Emmitt Smith. There's 1 of 10 of these, so I guess that's considered a hit so far. So we'll put this up here. Hopefully you can see that. All right, here's a Dan Marino. A couple of Ultra draft picks, as mentioned. Here's a McGuire. Here's a Eric Bieniemy. Russell Maryland, Art Monk, some Hall of Famers, and Derek Thomas. So we're going to have a Hall of Fame pile. We're going to have a rookie pile. Ooh, we'll just put the one here for now. And an Ultra Picks pile. And we'll see what's inside. So let's get to ripping. Probably going to do a pack or a stack rather. And then another we'll just rip off camera as well. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Let's start with 8 packs. And let's go from there. Now, I don't really like ripping these. So I'm going to cheat. I know I've seen other people do this. I used to think it's cheating, but now I get it. Especially for time restraints. We don't want 30-minute videos. So I'm just going to rip some of these up. And we'll go from there. All right. As I'm doing this, I guess we'll mention the season. As we know, I'm a Bills fan. And Bills-Dolphins just happened on Thursday. Tua, no real update as of yet. Hopefully he'll be fine. I think he probably will come back to play because he's just that type. That's how quarterbacks are, or how they should be. But it is awkward. It's definitely awkward to see. I can see him coming back with like a double helmet. Not to go to the Bills again, but kind of like Mark Kelso. He used to wear the double helmet back in the day. But, you know, we'll see. A head injury is definitely a lot different to come back from, as opposed to, say, Aaron Rodgers' Achilles injury. So, like you said, I butchered opening all these, by the way. So we'll do 2 at a time. So, looks like the first one we have showing is a Mike Young. Once again, we're looking for the Provisions. I don't see anything really on the side. They are black. They have black borders. So, here's a Mike Young, Jeff Bryant. Oh, this guy was traded. Winston Moss. Go figure. If we can see it, yeah. Mike Coffer, another traded card. Interesting. John Grimsley, Robert Brown, Jeff Bostic. There's a Ricky Running Waters. There's another Bill. Here's a Don Beebe. Ray Childress, Marcus Allen. Where's my Hall of Fame? Lewis Billups, Steve Atwater. Steve DeBerg, Western New York's own Dan Majowski, the Magic Man. Gerald Riggs, Joe Montana. Oh, this is one of those performance cards. Ultra Performance. So, put him over here. Wade Wilson. He had a great arm, I thought. Dalton Hilliard, Herman Moore on the rookie. LT. Keith Sherman, Charles Haley, Emmett Smith, Clay Matthews. Look at this. Tim Cromer, I think he's in the Hall. I'm not sure. Jim Everett and Tim McGee. Not bad. Not bad for the first 2 packs. Next up, we have Melvin Bratton, Nick Lowry, Rod Woodson, Junior Say, ow, man. What would he, I'm not going to say that. John L. Williams, Dennis Gentry, Keith Woodside, Ricky Sanders, Rick Fenny, Pat Swilling, Todd Marinovich. Wow, he had a lot of promise coming out of USC. I definitely remember him. Something about lefty quarterbacks. They get a lot of pomp, but no circumstance, huh? Everson Walls, Fred Barnett, another Joe Montana, Tom Hudson, Cleveland Gray, Mike Merriweather, Ron Stallworth, Reggie Cobb, John Orfendale, Clarence Verdin, I don't know, Ernie Jones, Keith Jones, Godfrey Miles. There's a Bruce Smith, Warren Moon, Ethan Horton, and a Rodney Holman. So not too much. I did, well, when I say not too much, a lot of cards. But not what we're looking for per se, which is fine. So we're going to do these next 2 and 2. Because like I said, it's always a fun rip. No inserts. I'm a big insert guy. And I figured there would be more, 90s inserts in here. And there hasn't been any. Like the ones I'm accustomed to. So what are you going to do? Also, these cards look to be in pretty good shape. As you saw, I cracked the seal, so it wasn't factory sealed with like Fleer tape or anything, or BBC. This is still, I'm still going through that lot that I purchased about, 2 years ago now, or almost 2 years ago. So it was a good little purchase. Fun investment. Shout out to trading cards, one of the few hobbies where you can, actually get your money back. Jeez. Okay. Losing. All right. Wow. All right. There we go. Don't tell anyone you saw that. But be sure to click like and subscribe if you made it this far and you like what you see. All right. So we're going to start off this with a John Raid or Rad. Raid. Hey, there's a Brett Favre on the rookie. I forgot he's in here. Yeah, Dermot Thomas, go Bills. Al Smith, Howie Long with the Hall of Famer. Ickey Woods, the Hall of Awesome. Steve Sewell, Emil Harry, Thomas Everett, Arthur Cox, Harry Wooten. William the Fridge Perry. Sterling Sharp. That's Shannon's brother. Gary Clark. Darrell Fullington. Ken O'Brien. Chris Chandler. Jim Jensen. I used to like him as a player, even though I respected his game. He played everywhere back in the day, even though he's a Dolphin. Bill Brooks. Tim Rosenbach. Chris Miller. Chris Zorich. Wow, he had a lot of promise, too. There's another Bruce Smith. You can never have too many Bruce Smiths. Or Warren Moon cards. Ethan Horton, Rodney Holtman, Vance Johnson, and Barry Ward. I remember him with Christian Okoye. That was a nasty duo in the backfield back in the day. Shout out to 90s football. All right, here's another stack. Here's a Leslie O'Neal, Patrick Hunter, Richard Dent. I think he's in the hall. Brian Noble, Mark Rippon. Here is a Ultra Performances of Warren Moon. The pictures look a little dull, though. Joey Browner, Steve Walsh, Pat Harlow, Lewis Tillman, Jerome Brown, Brett Jones, checklist, Eugene Marv, Chris Dishman, Mervyn Fernandez, Boomer Esiason, John Elway, Stephon Page, Bubby Brister, Gil Bird, Derek Fenner, Trace Armstrong, I remember him, Tim Harris, Wilbur Marshall, Andre Rison with the Ultra Performance, Chris Dolman, and a Toy Cook. Getting a lot of the Ultra Performances, but no love on the others, so to speak. So we'll probably just do 2 more. We'll do 3 more. I lied. I almost cut the cards right there. My gosh. My goodness. Don't damage the artwork. At least that's what I consider sports cards to be. Vintage artwork. Okay. Sorry guys, I gotta get better cutting open cards like this. But it does seem to go quicker, I must say. As opposed to ripping each and every pack. Alright. Last 3 packs. 1, 2, and 3. Nothing really jumps out on the side. Like I said, there weren't really any glossies or anything that would pop out. I thought the Provisions were in here, but maybe they're not. So here's a Billy Joe Tolliver, Dave Craig, Jim Harbaugh. Wow, 3 quarterbacks in a row. Charles Wilson, Alvin Walton, Hassan Jones, Vaughn Jones, Randall Hill, another rookie, Maurice Carthon, Anthony Toney, Daryl Pollard, Barry Sanders, Eric Metcalf, John Stevens, Tim Worley, Rod Bernstein, Jacob Green, Brad Muster, Jeff Query, Ernest Biner, Steve Jordan, Eric Martin, Mike Pritchard on the rookie, Dave Meggett, Wes Hopkins, Tom Rathman, Michael Irvin, Eyes Wide Open, Reggie Langhorne, Leroy Horde, Hartley Dykes, Willie Anderson, Carl Banks, Kyle Clifton, Gary Anderson, Mark Clayton, Dwayne Bickett, Ken Harvey, Steve Broussard, Brownie Nagel. Definitely remember his name. Here's another bill in the Doctor of Sack, Leon Seals. Oops, sorry guys. I have Warren Moon with my bills. Lorenzo White. And last card we're opening tonight is a Greg Townsend. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I don't want to say this was a lackluster rip. I enjoyed it. It's always fun ripping packs of cards. Best part is that there's no gum included. So I could have let these sit for a while, but I thought there was going to be some provisions included. So maybe there still might be some, but we shall soon see. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to click like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next rip.